Well, just the final of the adaptive mixed coxed fours to go. Germany, the world champions, in lane 6.
And just looking at the start there, Katrin Wolf, the German bowwoman, she absolutely lost her slide on the first stroke, didn't get her power of the body weight behind it. And I think it's Italy that got away to the best start here, David.
Yeah, pretty good start too from the top there from James Morgan, the stroke for the British four. And you can see them two from the top of your picture there. And that was a pretty good start from them. But in the foreground, the blue of Italy now coming forward. And that's a great start. And through the first 100 metres, it is Italy who've made the greatest impression along with Great Britain.
Yeah, Italians up at 35 strokes a minute, and I think as this event has progressed over the years, we've had continuity from the British, certainly continuity from the Italians, and we've seen the standards of these crews in terms of technique improve, and I see that in terms of how close their blades are at the catch, the crew cohesion. So now these boats are getting faster and faster every year.
And experience really does count. Graziana Sacococci for Italy. She's been the stroke of this boat now for 4 years. The new boy in the crew is Luca Agoletto, and he's in the 2 seat. But Italy, that's a great start.
Yeah, and the Italians have put their 2 men in the middle of the boat, which is different to some of the other crews. For example, in Great Britain, the 2 men are in the stern combination, so different approaches, different tactics. Again, we're seeing that from the different countries involved in the Paralympic. There's no unity of where you get your fastest crew with the men in the stern or the men in the bows. Here it's all the men in the middle, and they're powering their way through. Very good style, right out in front.
Yeah, and they're almost at the half distance now, completing the second quarter, and Italy, look at this advantage. They go through at 500 metres, 52.09 for the first 250 metres, 52.12 for the second quarter.
Yeah, and there's going to be an awful lot of disappointed people in the British boat there. I know Alan Sherman, the cox, who was involved with me in the World Championships back in 1983. He's set his heart on gold, as has his crew. And for the Italians to be leading this much with 3:50 to go, that's a big disappointment. And the Americans moving well too, David, over here on this side.
It was interesting because the British got away initially pretty well, but then gave ground away in that first 250 metres and had to work really hard to get back into the second place, which they currently occupy.
Yeah, I don't think the British are having their best row, to be quite honest. I do think I've seen them row better than this, and that's measured by the distance the Italians have got on them.
United States closest to you, just about in bronze medal position, but it's very close between Great Britain and the USA. But boy, the Italians have flown.
Yeah, they're out of it. They've got this fantastic cushion, which is tremendous. There's the red boys, the last 250 metres, over length and a half of clear water. They're rowing long, and they're really absolutely got their setup right with the 2 guys in the middle. I think it's very impressive to see them perform like this.
Alessandro Franzetti is the coxswain, and then Graziana Sacococci, Daniele Signori, Luca Agoletto, and Paola Protopapa in the bow seat. And these are going to be the first Paralympic champions, surely, in the mixed adaptive cox fours as they come towards the line. The battle is on for the silver and the bronze, and the United States getting the better of Great Britain now. They're just ahead. Italy take the gold medal. America on the bottom. It's close, but they get there. They overhaul the British in the final quarter to take the silver. Great Britain take the bronze ahead of Germany, who finished in 4th place, and then it's China and Canada. Well, that was pillar to post. It was absolutely sensational, and they truly are the class act.
Absolutely, and I have to say the Americans have really probably ruined the British day by coming through them in the last 100 metres, because this British crew did come here to win gold. And the Italians, well, it took that away from them, but no consolation silver for them either.
The United States with Simona Chin in the coxswain seat, Jamie Dean, Jessie Karmazin, Tracy Tackett, and Emma Preuschel taking the silver. And for Great Britain, Alan Sherman, James Morgan, Alistair McKean, Naomi Richards, and Vicky Hansford with the bronze. But Martin, that performance by Italy, it just illustrates how the standard is just getting better and better.
Yeah, and the joy on the faces of the Paralympians actually being here and participating, all credit to FISA for getting rowing in the Paralympic Games.